What is up, guys? Jake from One Hive here with the special episode, the scrimmage we had against the Clash Babes. And I'll be perfectly honest with you, this war was not pretty. It wasn't pretty on both sides. I guess we'll give some credit to the base designs, but for the most part, a lot of attacks that weren't really what we're used to. I don't know if we are, and myself included, I did not have a 3-star this war. I don't know if we just didn't quite take it seriously enough or what, but we about got beat by the girls. They really were in a good position towards the end of the war and just had a couple attacks that just didn't pan out, came up short, ones that they were relying on. Not that it was those girls in particular's fault. It was just they didn't have enough stars at the end of the war, obviously. But, we left a lot of stars on the table. I mean, a lot. And again, it was just something that I think we were possibly not all in it mentally. But not making excuses, the girls did have good bases and they did bring good attacks. Let's look at there was some highlights. I mean, there was some guys that really shined in this war and are really coming up with some new things that are, just it's that next step. They're taking that next step and it's great to see. Before we get to the attacks, I do want to apologize for the last few videos. I know there was sound issues and maybe some commentating when I was looking at some attacks. It was a variety of things. The sound issues came from, I believe my daughter was on my computer playing. Setting got changed. I did not realize it till after I'd recorded the videos, edited them, all of that. It was a mess. But obviously it is corrected now. And then the miscommentating that was on me and Maker's Mark. So my bad on that one. But let's get to some attacks here. Hell taking on Lies, they're number 5. I love that he did it again because this is very similar to the attack that I sort of butchered on the last recap. Beautiful technique that Hell's using, and he's doing it so nicely. Dropping a minion down there, starting to create, a free part of the funnel there, which is great. That wizard on that splash damage, no big deal. But right here, he's got a golem going down out of the CC, a max golem. He's dropping a healer on it. Then he's dropping his queen and dropping 3 healers on her. Now, the golem got out in front and is doing all the tanking. So what's nice about that is all 4 healers just step up, take out that golem, or keep on that golem and keep it basically full health. I mean, this thing is just marching forward. The queen's doing her thing. You see, obviously, he's creating this part of the funnel with another golem and a few wizards. I like the minion. I mean, really nice base identification, dropping those minions where he could to get just absolutely free buildings there. Excuse me. Everything starts moving in here. This golem, here come the wall breakers. That's going to allow both of these golems to start working their way in, come into that core. Really patient on his golem. Look how, on his wall breakers, look how much of the base is cleared out. All of that trash around there is completely cleared before he drops his wall breakers for his golems to move in. And his golems are basically full health still. This is what's so beautiful about this attack style. Now his healers are in the range of the air defense, and they're going to start going down really quickly, but his kill squad is still, when this is all said and done, the CC's dead, the queen's dead, and we're at 44% of the base, his kill squad's full health. His golems are full health, his heroes are full health, and now he's moving in with a jump spell there, letting them continue through the base. Guys, that is huge. He's taken out over half of this base with his healers, his golem, the healers on there, the kill squad, just absolutely wrecking the top part of that base. And they're getting so deep because of that. You see the giant bombs triggered there by those golems, which are still almost full health. It just frees up to where he doesn't need as many hogs. If he deploys them correctly, drops his heals in the right spot, and he's got one more heal. And look, there's just one more little group of defenses. He can basically have his hogs and heals this entire time. It's just a very effective technique on the right base, and Hell is doing it really nicely. I like the late poison there. His hogs were standing in heal, so really did not have to worry about those skeletons that were hitting on them. They were taking some damage, but under heal, it means absolutely nothing. So he was just patient on that. Waited till they had a nice drop spot, dropped it off, and took out those skeletons. Easy cleanup. I mean, wizards on the back end here. Few hogs left. Again, didn't bring a lot of hogs. Obviously, you're going to lose some to spring traps and other things, but didn't need a lot. I mean, his queen's still up. Just a beautiful attack. Good job, Hell. All right, moving on. Let's go down a little bit here to Sam taking out number 14, 2-star. Another, just a a miniature version of this, I guess, maybe not even so much, but just a golem and a healer on it. What that's doing is, this golem, you're going to watch it. It's going to start taking quite a bit of damage. And obviously the healer's not keeping up with that. But what's going to happen is as he drops these wizards, the queen in there, lets the queen start moving her way up, drops some more golems, and going to start his push into the base. All of the defenses that are targeting this golem are going to go down, and then the golem is basically going to get healed back up. Now, in this particular attack, it was a little bit too spread out. Not that that was a wrong decision. It just didn't work out to where this golem is going to reroute. But if this base that's a little bit more compact, the golem doesn't have quite as much traveling to do. You see he dropped the wall breakers on the right side over there because the left side is completely cleared out. That golem would reroute and be back in the fight and would do it with, its half health right now, and it tank for all of that section of the base. So it's a really effective technique if you just get that golem down, if you can continue to use him. A little bit wasted here. It wouldn't have been a big deal if that healer wouldn't have been there, and it would have busted into golemites look at this. I love these 3 hogs right here. Watch what these 3 hogs get accomplished. First, they trigger the first giant bomb, but nothing's targeting them. That X-bow's locked onto his kill squad. They take out that air defense and then walk right in. Boom, second giant bomb. For 3 hogs, he gets a defense and 2 giant bombs. Absolutely love that. The rest of the hogs just working their way around. You see that the golems are still up, still doing some tanking. Hogs coming in on the backside here. His king, his queen is still up. Skeletons are coming in, but again, those hogs are standing in heal. Just not a big deal at all for them. The last few defenses are about to go down. The hogs will turn around, take care of the skeletons, and that is that. I mean, just very clean, very solid attack. No wasted movement, no wasted space really anywhere. Just beautiful. Good job, Sam. Keep it up, buddy. All right, moving on. I told you guys it was an ugly war, but some very, very good attacks. I've got several more to show y'all. Let's look at our thorough, taking on number 15, the Warrior Princess. Go Valo. So that's nice to see. It's been a while since we've seen that. Well, not a while, but we don't see it as much as we used to. So coming in with just a few golems, again, a nice use of a minion there to create the free part of the funnel there. And then the way the base is laid out, look at the gap there. No funnel to create on the top side. I mean, just letting the base be part of the funnel. So really good selection of the way they come in. See the CC troops start coming out, but that's nice. The golems are out front. They're going to be doing the tanking, taking the brunt of that damage. The queen's going to step up in just a moment, and you see how we talked about taking out a dragon in the CC. There's nothing else for her to shoot at. Completely cleared that area out before the CC started coming in, and so the queen had to take out like 1 defense. Then she stepped right up and took out that dragon out of the CC. So really nice job there. You see the kill squad on that air defense in the core. Now 2 air defenses down, just 2 left. The queen's dead. The CC troops are dead. You guys know the deal from here. I mean, it's not that complicated once you achieve that goal of taking out 2 air defenses and the CC and the queen. Just got to start dropping your golems down, letting them do the tanking. Put some balloons down for each defense. Rage them. Keep them going. I like the haste that he uses here at the end. You'll see what I'm talking about. He's got that haste in the bag. The last the last lava hound down on the air defense. It's doing the tanking there. Few balloons come in with the rage, and look at that haste there. What that's going to do is propel in between these defenses that are remaining. There's no travel time. Look at this. Boom. Already they're on it. I mean, it's just that quick. They stayed in the effect of the. You see, they had a balloon left in the bag still. I mean, really crushed this base. But the effect of that haste propelled them between each one of the last 3 defenses, which is a really nice use for it. It's not so much about having it over the defenses, but in between them where the balloon's travel time is cut in basically, what, a 4th almost. So really, really nice attack there by our thorough. All right, moving right along. Let's look at Scorpion. Take out number 17 here. Beautiful. Again, 4 healers on this one. Just the 1 golem. But 4 healers for the 1 for the golem, some for the queen there, sort of a la, Hell's type attack. Fast forward just a little bit here because he did take his time before he started deploying, and then he come in from the bottom. Again, a minion, great use of minions there. The queen goes down. All 4 of the, I'm sorry, I said the 1 for the golem, all 4 of the healers on the queen, and then just going to let her, there's a lot of point defense here. This is why Scorpion did this. Look at all that point defense. You get 2 cannons, 3 archer towers within a very small range. So even with 4 healers, it's a little bit risky. Right here, when they get in range of these 2 archer towers, you're going to see, the healers can't quite keep up. It's really close. Once that 1 archer tower goes down, no big deal there. She's going to move right on. She's back to full health almost. But again, 2 archer towers on her. You can see that the healers just can't quite do it. It's close. She's not in any danger of dying, but if it was exposed to it long enough, if she was beaten on storages or something like that, eventually she would go down. But gets out of range of that second point defense, and she gets healed right back up. So here you go. Queen just working her way around. Starts the attack from the top side here. Golem goes down. Wizards to back everything up. Going to move right in, taking out all that trash very quickly. And I love the angle he took on this queen walk, because she's going to get a lot. What is she taking out? 1, 2, 3 point defense already, a splash damage, and is about to get an expo. So really high value queen walk there, even with the 4 healers. Well worth it. You see the golem going in, doing all the tanking there. The king's going to back everything up. Love how the wizards were protected there. They took out all of that sort of side, even the point defense over there, because the point defense never left targeting the golem, which is exactly what you want. Jump spell goes down. You see the king's going to lock on right there on the queen really quickly. Finally, the queen gets her way made right back around, and she's going to get on that dragon real quick, because that whole area is cleared out already. So while nothing was really there, a few wizards were there, the queen comes over, helps out. Hog attack starts, and everything's bunched up now. Look how concentrated all these defenses are down here. That really allowed him to get a lot of value for his hogs and his heal spells. Those 3 Teslas pop there. I sort of thought that one heal spell right there was really bad. I think it was just I don't know if it was a panic or a misclick, but it was not a good heal spell. I think Scorpion knows that. But had enough hogs and another heal spell left over. Just had enough juice to get through it, push through that mistake. Drops his last heal spell. Obviously, the kill squad and the queen did such a good job taking out that top part of the base with a few very nice back-end balloons there, that there was nothing left to hurt the hawk. So that one sort of wasted heal spell, not that big a deal. You see the late poison for the skeleton troops there. Just really, really nice. I mean, that queen walk was one of my favorites at Town Hall 9 that I've seen, honestly, just because it got so much. It wasn't like it was like this huge, ginormous queen walk, but it just got a lot. Let's look at one more and we'll wrap this up, guys. Look at Cheatham taking on number 20. Here you go. Now this 4 Quake, just a go-ho. I mean, I've said it many times that I don't think it had any place for Quake in a 3-star attack, but obviously this did work. I think the reason it worked, though, is because of the trap placement. I did not look. I'm pretty sure this was a cleanup attack. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm 90% sure this was a cleanup attack. And both of the double sets are right there. You're going to notice one's right by the expo, one's between the air defense and the mortar. So because he allowed his troops to get straight in there, and there's no question, all the giant bombs are going to be triggered. He's got 24 hogs on the back end. Really, the only challenge here is getting to that queen. And because she is right next to that wall, this base would actually be more difficult if she was farther to the left, farther offset. She's too centered, and it'll allow him to come in from this side, get all of those giant bombs and the queen taken care of. You see the king's wrapping around here. He's going to trigger one set. There go the golems. They're going to trigger another set. Right there, the queen steps into that pocket because, again, she's so close. Just king takes her out, and here come the hogs. There's really no threat for them here. Obviously, they've got some spring traps, but with 24 hogs and only about, what is that? I don't know, 60%, 65% of defenses left. Not enough chances with 3 heals to keep those hogs flying to take them out. Oh, excuse me, with 2 heals to keep those hogs flying to take them out. Especially with a lot of the Town Hall 8 defenses that Bella Scott has, not fully maxed out. Would have been also that much more difficult if she had fully maxed out defenses. But very good plan, very good use of earthquake spells. When someone has their giant bombs that close and you can get what he did, Cheatham did out of this, all the way in there, trigger those bombs, get the queen, all of that in one wad, then yeah, it's worth 2 spells. I mean, it would be no different than a rage and a jump spell. So very good selection on that. If you're going to use it, that's the type of base to use it on, in my opinion. All right, guys, that is it. Very fun war. There was a lot of good banter back and forth between us and the girls. They actually had a couple of our girls on their team, obviously, to war with them, so that was fun. Just a good time. We didn't want to take this war too seriously. Not that we shouldn't have done better on it, and I think the girls probably feel the same way too. They're probably a little bit disappointed in their performance. Maybe we'll do it again in the future. But this was just a fun war. This was not something that anybody was taking overly serious, but just a good chance to attack good bases, good attackers, defense, all that good stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you caught maybe some of it on the streams that were showing it. If not, hopefully this recap will suffice. Until next time, Jake from One Hive, doing my best to help you guys suck less.